Hi friends, thanks for tuning in. I'm so glad you're here. And hello if you're new. My name is Jill and I've been sharing my weight loss slash fitness journey on here since February. I use a weight loss injection called Zepbound. I am on 5 milligrams and I've been doing really well on it. I've been doing great actually. It has been by far the best decision I could have made for my health, and I'm very happy that I wasn't scared away by all the terrible things I was hearing and just all the negativity surrounding these kind of injections. If you're looking to kind of get caught up, if you're like brand new here and you're just looking to get caught up without having to watch all of my other videos, I actually did post my 5-month update 2 weeks ago. So I'll link it in the description if you want to go take a look at that. It actually did really well. I'm really proud of that one. That'll kind of get you caught up to speed. So if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that normally when I record on the porch, I'm sitting over there. But I'm filming this a little earlier than I normally do. And so that spot is like right in the sun. So I'm just trying to get some shade. But not that that matters or you care, but I don't know. I just felt the need to, to tell you that. Yeah, so last week I was talking about kind of some of the things that have helped me to find my motivation to start my fitness journey. And I do think there's a distinction between a weight loss journey and a fitness journey. So like in the past, anytime that I did any kind of exercise, it was always for the purpose of lowering the number on the scale. So if I did cardio, which I absolutely hate, but if I did cardio, it was strictly for the purpose of burning fat cells, and I wasn't at all thinking about all the other benefits, like the heart health benefits of it or anything like that. That was just my association with exercise. It was strictly just to lower the number on the scale. This time around, I've had a bit of a mind shift, and I don't view exercise. I mean, I'm happy that it does burn extra calories, but I'm not really viewing it in that lens anymore. I kind of more see it as a way to improve quality of life as I get older, and really just kind of increase my chances of living, like longevity. And honestly, that mind shift has really helped me to stay motivated in a way that simply just wanting to fit into smaller jeans was ever able to do. Not that that's not a good motivator, it is. And, you know, I had success in the past losing weight. It just wasn't enough to make me keep at it. And so, of course, I always just, you know, gained the weight. Whatever I lost, I always just gained it back. But anyhow, I'm talking about motivation when I actually wanted to talk about something completely different, somewhat related, but slightly different. And it goes back to the poll that I had posted a couple of weeks back, same one that I had referenced in my last video, where I asked what was the biggest obstacle that was keeping you from exercising. But actually, before I go any further, I just want to make sure this comes out the right way. And I just don't want you to think that I think that I have this all figured out and that I have, you know, everything in order, because I don't. And I am 100% aware of the fact that I don't. I don't have all my stuff together. I really don't. And I know that I don't. So this is not coming from a place of like, you know, do it my way and you'll be successful or anything like that. That's definitely not it. But it's really just something that's been on my heart. And I guess you could say that I was thinking about this a while back, and I had sort of like, I don't want to say epiphany, that seems kind of like a strong word, but a realization, I guess, that that I had to change the way I was thinking about exercise and being able to fit it into my day. And so that's just what I want to share with you, in hopes that it helps motivate even just one person that's watching this, that it helps encourage even just that one person. Now, I know that there are seasons in life where you're just so mentally and physically exhausted from whatever it is that you have to do, that you just can't bring yourself to exercise. I've been there before. Many times. I've had 10 kids, so I'm fully aware of that, like mental exhaustion that can sometimes be even more debilitating than physical exhaustion. If you're only sleeping 4 or 5 hours a night, you're not going to want to wake up early so you can get that walk in, or stay up late so you can get the workout in. So I get it. And my advice, if you're watching this and you happen to be in that situation, like maybe it's not necessarily raising a bunch of little kids, but maybe you're working two jobs or you're taking care of a sick family member or whatever it is. If you just physically and mentally feel like you can't, that's okay. Like it's just not the time for that. And I would just encourage you by reminding you that things change and circumstances change, and hopefully in the not too distant future, you know, your circumstance will change and you'll be able to figure out something that works. But up until then, it's okay. It's okay if you can't exercise. Let's be real, like exercise is a very small part of the weight loss pie. Like honestly, if you have your nutrition dialed in, you're going to be much more impactful on that front than you know, trying to do all the exercise to lose weight. So I think it's pretty fair to say that as women, we tend to feel like we're responsible for a lot. And I don't say that to take away anything from the men. Men work hard and they have their own set of challenges. But as women, I guess it's like that whole nurture thing. We tend to feel like we have to make sure everything is running smoothly, make sure that everybody has what they need, and there's just like a lot of things. In my case, I homeschool, and that takes up a good part of my day during the year when we're in school. You might have something completely different. You might be working. And so, you know, there's things in the day that we can't do anything about. It is what it is. And we just have to get those things done. So obviously I acknowledge that. But I guess I'm thinking more about a lot of the other things that we take on as our responsibility. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this. I feel like I've just been rambling and I haven't gotten my point across, but basically, I just came to the realization that if I wanted to make exercise a part of my life, I was going to have to kind of let other things fall by the wayside. I'm not Superwoman. I can't do it all, and I only have 24 hours in the day, just like everybody else. I still need to do the things that I have to do, and I still need to sleep. You know, so if exercise was going to be a part of my life, then I was going to have to get comfortable realizing that some other things had to fall by the wayside. So with me, I had to let go of two things that were pretty important to me and things that I cared about. But I realized that in order for me to set aside time consistently every day to work out, that I just had to let them go. I just had to let them go. One was a deliberate decision, and the other was kind of just a casualty of just not having the time, not having the time. I'll just tell you, it's not like I don't know why I'm being so cryptic. It's not like this is top secret or anything, but so you may know I have chickens. I had one rooster and 19 hens, and my boys were really responsible for doing like the chicken chores, but I would inevitably end up getting wrapped up and helping them out with it. You know, there were just things that were challenging for them. We get their food. Their feed comes in like a 50-pound bag. And so, you know, that's pretty heavy for them to carry around from where we keep it to where the coop is. And yes, we probably could have come up with a better system to make it easier, but we hadn't. And it was getting overwhelming. It was getting overwhelming dealing with all the eggs that we were getting in. It was like too much of a good thing. And my husband suggested that we downsize. I didn't want to hear it at first because I really liked having all of them. We got them as little baby chicks, and I just had a hard time coming to the conclusion that was probably for the best. Sure, we probably could have come up with a better system. So, you know, like work smarter, not harder type of thing. But we hadn't yet done it. There's just so much going on that I just hadn't had like time to think of a better system or even implement it. And it just made sense to downsize. So we still kept the rooster and we kept 5 hens, but we gave the rest away. Another one was we started a garden. We've only been living here, this summer is 3 years. So we started a garden our first year and last year, and this year we decided to make it bigger. and plant more things. However, I was mainly responsible for the garden. My husband does a lot of other outside work. And so the garden was really kind of like my thing. He would help. He definitely helped, but it was mostly supposed to be like my thing. And I just wasn't keeping up with the watering, and I definitely wasn't keeping up with the weeds. We had put a lot of work into, you know, making it bigger and kind of improving the soil and, you know, tilling it all up and, of course, planting all the seeds. But I just was having a hard time keeping up with it. So basically, like I work out in the morning because that's the best time for me to work out. So if I don't get it done in the morning, it gets increasingly harder to do as the day goes on. But the morning time is actually the time that I can do anything like extra, because my toddler is usually still asleep. And even when he wakes up, he's like best in the morning. He gets worse as the day goes on. And so like anything that I want to do to try to be productive usually needs to happen in the morning. So I was trying to exercise in the morning. I was trying to do the chickens in the morning. I was trying to do the garden in the morning. I was trying to do everything in the morning. And I know that, like, you know, maybe I could have rearranged things to make it work and all that. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, there's a lot of other things at play that I'm not, you know, telling like every detail of my life, you know, just mentally. Like I knew that I could probably come up with a system to make it more efficient, but I just wasn't able to. And it simply just came down to either being able to prioritize exercise or get these other things done. And so I chose to prioritize exercise. And I just share that just to kind of show you that sometimes that's what it comes down to. It's not even a matter of rearranging your day or like time management. Sometimes it's simply a matter of downsizing. You know, we have all these plates like spinning that we're trying to keep going, and you may have to let some of those plates fall. Like it may have to just come down to eliminating something, you know, in order to make time for exercise, for your health, really. And so it's kind of a little bit of an uncomfortable feeling because you get so used to being able to do it all, or the idea of being able to do it all. I guess I'm just trying to say that it's okay if you have to cut back on your commitments, and it's okay if you say no to other things so that you can free up some time in your day to exercise. And it's okay to kind of reevaluate things and figure out what you want to how you want to prioritize your day. For me, exercise, I wanted it to be a bigger part of my life than I had ever let it be. And I wanted to make sure that I had the mental and physical energy, even if that meant I had to let some of these other things go. So that's really my message for you today. I know it was kind of jumbled and all over the place, and I'm sorry about that. Finally, the weigh-in portion of the video that I think is everybody's favorite part. So I weighed myself this morning and I was 168, so a 2-pound increase from last week. But it is also that time for me, so I think I'm just dealing with some extra water weight. I'm not that worried about it. I fully expect in another week or two things to kind of level out again. But yeah, I definitely struggled a little bit with some cravings. I was eating a little more than usual, but even still, I don't think that was enough to account for the 2 pounds. So I'm really not worried about it. But actually, this reminds me that I won't be doing a weigh-in next week because we're going away for a couple of days, and where we're going doesn't have Wi-Fi. So I won't be able to record or, you know, like to upload it. So I think what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to really try to film like a what I eat in a week type video and schedule that for next week. And then I'll be back with my weigh-in the week after that. But anyway, that's the plan. That's what I'm hoping to do. So we'll see how far I get. But thanks again for being here. I love that you're a part of my journey, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. Bye.